Yes, it's me.
Did you
Should
want to
I
say?
ask now, or yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah, go
just
ahead.
want to ask a technical question in aspects of foresight methods. That first of all, I'm so happy that I found another foresight practitioner in Canada, because it's a big country. Since 2 years ago that I've been here, I'm trying to make this a big network of foresight practitioner, which is hard. As you mentioned, the main part is for the government, and they are doing something for government. But I'm so happy that I found you. In terms of like methodology, I just wants to know, as you created this scan club, I want to know which source of data you are using. For example, you do a like citizen panel, expert panel. You collect by AI, you collect by, I don't know, databases. What sort of data you use, and do you have like a framework to bring all the data and analyze, and after that put it in an insight, or not? It's just start and you're doing like learning by doing, or I want to know, and I really want to, because I finished my PhD in foresight, so I want to know deeply what's in these aspects in your team. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. That's a really good question. So I do a lot of the manual work. I am constantly looking for signals of change. I'm, Googling, all that kind of stuff. But I also, so when I was at Georgian College, I we had co-op students. I made it a part of their job to find signals as well, so that um, it wasn't just me. So we had several different perspectives. And I also created a professional development um, what do we call it? Professional development credit with the HR department, so that when staff and faculty joined the scan clubs, and if they met certain criteria, so one of them was to come to at least half the scan clubs, and the other one was there was a little module that I had created that was sort of self-guided, learning about signals and learning a little bit about foresight. So I had to do that, and then they had to contribute 5 signals of change, and then they would get their professional development credit. So that also, because the other thing was I want to be building capacity wherever I'm holding these scan clubs. So yeah, so it's not very technical. I'm not using AI. I'm really doing. And when I'm teaching people to do it, I'm wanting them to do it very manual. I'm encouraging to go out into the world, as we know. There's of course, Googling and like figuring out how to kind of do these advanced searches to try and find stuff. But there's also, I'm encouraging them to go out in the world and talk to a lot of people and say, I'm in this project, we're looking at futures of work. Hey, like, have you noticed anything? I do that all the time as well with my friends and family. Sometimes they don't know I'm doing it because I'm just weaving it into the conversation. Sometimes I ask outright. But also go to an art gallery, listen to music, watch movies, watch TV shows. So I'm really trying to impart that. Sure, maybe down the road when there's like lots of volumes, then we need to start, maybe using some AI tools or what have you. But it's like anything. If you don't know how to do it yourself, how are you going to know if the AI or whatever tool you're using is doing a good job? So I'm not against AI or anything like that, but I really want people to develop that signal detection within themselves. And I kind of know when it's starting to catch on with people when I start to ask towards the end, hey, are you all seeing signals everywhere now? And a lot of people will be like, yeah, I'm just walking down the street and I'm seeing signals. So that's really cool. And that's just not something that AI can help us with at this point. And then you asked about like how, and I just use like a Google form where I ask, there's a form, it has the questions in it, title, date, author, description, implications, extrapolations. And I just get people to fill that in. And then I've got this sort of repository. So it's very low tech, but not to say that you can't use technology.